Okay, you guys, I just harvested these beautiful tiny little eggplants from my container eggplant plant. So I don't think it's going to make them any larger. I think this is it. So once I get the eggplant, and these are small enough that I think I'm going to go with Ratatouille. And you know, in the movie he says, Ratatouille, c'est un peasant dish. So yes, ratatouille is a peasant dish. And this is why. Look, we have summer squash, we have zucchini, garlic. All of this is from my garden. Eggplant from my garden, onions from my garden, some peppers. These are a gypsy pepper where you can eat them yellow, even though I prefer a riper pepper. This is what we have. And then I use pasta sauce from last season because the tomatoes really aren't full on yet, and this just makes this whole process so much easier. I have rice to put it on, and I do usually keep, I don't eat canned chicken, but for this recipe, especially when I had a growing family that wanted meat and everything, I just made it really easy and added canned chicken. That chicken wouldn't be my normal go-to. We raised our own chickens and I processed them all and everything else. But in garden season, sometimes a few shortcuts can really help. So let's get started with this. The first thing I'm going to do is cut some onions. I'm going to cut them in little pieces to fry. And then I will actually cut some long ways. I can't remember what that's called. And I'm going to show you each step, but I'm also going to peel some garlic. So I'll get started with those few things and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so I'm going to begin by cutting several things into little squares, and this is going to make a sauce. So it's going to be the base for a sauce. I'm going to add some pasta sauce or tomato sauce to that. So I'm going to cut some onions like that, and then I'm going to cut something soft like a large summer squash, and this isn't as large as I would normally use, but this is what I have for today. I dried a bunch of it. So I'm actually, as I cut these, I'll show you how I'm going to cut them, and then I'll do the rest of them. I'm going to cut the summer squashes softer in the middle, and that's what I want. So I'm going to dice these, and the idea is that this will actually cook and become very soft, and then I will actually smash it and make like basically a sauce out of it. So you'll see that in a minute. So right now I'm just going to cut all of that up like that. And I'm going to do the whole squash that way for the most part until I get to the neck. And then, whoo, those onions are burning my eyes. I'm going to do the same with the eggplant. Now I have to decide, and then at the end, I'm going to cut these into medallions and fry them. So I have to decide which one I want to use for medallions. So I'm going to take the bigger one because it usually has more seeds inside. And we'll see, I've never had this. Doesn't look seedy at all, you guys. Right, let's see. It does have some seeds. I'm going to cut both of these and just see which has seeds. And then, of course, the medallions will have to be halved. So this one has more seeds. And so I am going to actually cut that. And actually, I think I'm going to do these in big old slices like this. And you can do the same with the summer squash. Cut them in big slices like this, and then you're going to cut them in little bitty cubes, because what you're going to do is you want this to get really soft and you want it to cook quickly. So I'm going to do that to the rest of the eggplant, the rest of the squash, and I'll put those in some little bowls there. So I've got my squash cut up, and for a larger family, you can use quite a bit more. This is just a single serving for me. And I still have my zucchini. These zucchini I am going to fry. So I'm not going, this is going to make sauce. This is something I'm going to fry. So, oh, I forgot part of my eggplant. So let me finish that off. And I'm going to make this, and then I still have eggplant to fry as well. Okay. And you can do those, especially if you have a thin eggplant, as medallions. Ping tongue is a great variety for ones that will make nice medallions, like little silver, like coin size things. Okay, so here is where we can get started in making the sauce. We're going to get our frying pan. I'll put a good quality olive oil in it. Okay, so to start the sauce, I'm going to add a small onion here, and I'm going to let that fry for just a couple of minutes to flavor the oil and to soften a minute. And while that is going on, I'm going to start cutting these peppers. Now, the peppers I'm going to add right at the end of making, frying all of this. And I want them in bigger chunks. I prefer like red peppers because I think that it makes it look really nice. And I'm going to cut these in rings and then cut them in half just because that's the shape I want to make it look a little more decorative or whatever. I need to have my knife sharpened apparently. Okay, so I'm going to cut them in rings and then cut those rings in half or in thirds. All that goes. Okay, and I might only use one of these peppers since I'm making a small amount mostly for myself instead of for a whole family. Okay, so once that's started, I'm going to add my eggplant and my summer squash. And I'm going to fry that at its, medium-high temperature. And I will add some salt and pepper. It's okay if I want this actually to cook down a little. So actually, I think I'm just going to add salt. I haven't made this in a while. Okay, and this is just making this very nutrient dense and flavorful. So we're going to just fry that for a few minutes. You can hear it sizzle. So I'm going to fry this. And then I'm going to add these larger peppers as well. I have to get those all chopped up. Until I add sauce because garlic burns so easily, and then it gives it kind of an acrid flavor. All right, there we go. All right. So again, I really love red or orange peppers in this, but we'll go with what we have. It's a little bit dry. I'm just going to add another touch of olive oil to those peppers. Okay, so just cook this another 2 or 3 minutes to get those peppers started cooking and everything else completely softened. All right, so this is where I'm going to add my own pasta sauce instead of a bunch of tomatoes. And this is also where, like, when I was a kid, I would have hated the thought of this. But when you smell this, it is amazing. And you know what? I forgot the basil. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going to grab some from outside. Let me go grab some basil. I'm just going to turn this down or off for a minute, let it start simmering. And then I'm going to grab some basil because I want to add that at about this point as well. Okay, so I got my basil, rinsed it off, shook it dry. And I'll turn this back up. It's still cooking. And I'm just going to chop up this basil real quick. And I probably will get maybe a couple more pieces for garnish as we move along, but I want this to be in the sauce. Okay, so I'm going to add that. Start that cooking down. I'm going to add the garlic. Okay, is this where, and when you start, that basil hits there and you start smelling it, suddenly all of the like things I had as a child where I just really didn't like tomato-based sauces, it just all kind of starts disappearing because it smells amazing. When you walk into the house to this, think of the guy from Ratatouille that remembers his mom making ratatouille and how comforting it was. So I'm going to add the garlic right here. More piece. And obviously I'm just eyeballing this. I'm just making it up. I'm sure I started with a recipe, or maybe I just was inspired by the movie and just started trying stuff. So here, I'm going to cook this. I'm going to put it on medium. I'm going to give it a good boil. And then I'm going to actually take a potato masher and mash it up as soon as I think the squash and the eggplant are soft enough to mash. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. And sometimes I'll actually switch this to my pot before I start mashing it, but so that you guys can see what I'm doing, I'll just go ahead and do it right here. So the larger peppers don't usually mash, but like actually the eggplant and the squash mash pretty easily. So I'm just gonna go through this with a tomato masher and mash everything. I'm going to add a little chicken broth to thin this a little bit right here. And it's going to keep cooking out, so it's going to keep concentrating that tomato flavor and the flavor of everything. So this is still a little bit soft, but here's the thing. This is the time I'm going to transfer this to a pot. And this is the time when, if you have something to do, you can leave it on a very low simmer while you check on the kids or whatever. So I'm going to drain this because I need this hot. And because that is hot. I am going to use this pan to fry up the rest of the zucchini and the eggplant, okay? And I'll show you that. So, and then with the sauce, you can just keep adjusting the seasonings to what you like. All right. So this is where it helps to have another set of hands. All of you who don't like nails on a chalkboard are cringing right now. But I'm going to scrape all of this out because I don't want to lose it. There we go. That's pretty good. Okay, so I'm going to wash this pan and get it ready to fry the zucchini. Meantime, I'm going to put this on the back burner and I'm going to put it on a simmer, okay? Since you can't see that very well, I'm going to mash this one more time where you can kind of see what I'm doing. And then I'll let it simmer some more. I'll mash it again a couple of times. I will taste it, adjust the salt and whatnot. And this is going to be our sauce. Sometimes I'll add a little chicken broth. Sometimes I'll add a little chicken. Let that cook down. It's pretty thick. Can you see how thick that is? It's really pretty thick because it's going to keep cooking down. I'm going to add, that's probably a half a cup of chicken broth. And so I'm going to allow that to continue cooking. Okay? All right. And as I do that, I will actually get my rice started on the other burner as well. And then we're going to start the final stages of this, which I will show you. Okay, I think I'm going to use a little ghee to fry the zucchini and the eggplant. And this pan is just warm from before. I'm not turning it on yet. I'm just getting my oil ready, so it's ready to go. I've started the rice on the back burner here, and I am still mixing this. So I'm going to give this another squish. I'm taking a brush. Okay, this is all but done. I'm just going to add some Parmesan, cook this a couple of times, and we're going to add the sauce. It's this end step of frying it, to me, that kind of makes a huge difference, of frying these until they're kind of toasty. And I know I'm using store-bought Parmesan, but in the summer, when I am really busy in the garden, I'm just going to tell you, sometimes you need a few shortcuts of things you don't have to worry about going bad in the refrigerator and things like that to make things work. So I'm just going to leave that there. I'm not a perfectionist. So there's your Parmesan. I'm going to give that a toss to get the Parmesan coating all of the squash. And oops, I forgot, I usually taste test this one more time, but I think we're going to go with it. I made that hot. And then we're just going to pour the sauce right on top of it. There. Turn everything off, toss that a couple times. And then as soon as the rice is ready, I will say that if you, you know, the more you use bigger summer squash and bigger eggplant, it will actually like dissolve into the sauce more because those tend to be softer. Let me taste this. It looks amazing. And it is amazing. It's really, really good. So here we go. I'm just going to get some rice. And then I'm going to get some ratatouille. Saison dish. And then, of course, you can put some more Parmesan on it if you like. And to finish it, obviously, a good quality Parmesan would be beautiful. Some shaved Parmesan. Or a couple leaves of basil.